railway station. Okay, so today we're going to talk about words that could come across when you are talking about the railway station. Okay? අද අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ දුම්රියපලේදී ඉන්නකොට අපිට ඒ ගැන කතා කරන්න ඕනකොට එන්න පුළුවන් වචන මොනවද කියන එක. Right, so let us have a look at the first activity. Have you ever travelled by train? Have you ever travelled by train? ඕගොල්ලෝ train එකේ ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවද? You means ඔබ හැබැයි, right? ඔබ train එකේ කොහේ හරි ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවද? So for me, yes, okay. I have travelled by the train. So yes, I have. You can add more details to this now. Yes, I have travelled by train. I have been to Kandy. Okay? So wherever you have been, you can add the details. What if you haven't gone by train? You can say, no, I haven't. Right? So you can say, yes, I have. No, I haven't travelled by train. ඉතින් තමන් ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න පුළුවන් ඔව් මම ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. තව එක එක්ස්ටෙන්ඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම නුවර ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. නැත්තම් ගිය තැන කියන්න පුළුවන්. ගිහිල්ලා නැත්තම් කියන්න ඕනේ no, I haven't travelled by train කියලා. Right? Guess the places in the railway station. So when you go to the railway station, you could come across these places. Now, I want you to remember that abroad, you also have tube stations. You can see the train going. Whereas if you take the tube, it goes underground. Okay? So these ones are things that are related to the railway station. And what are these words? Okay. So can you guess them? Here there is a picture. Something is here. Here also there is something, right? Here this is longer and here this is shorter, much smaller than that. Here you can see something. Here also you can see a moving staircase. Okay, so what do you call it? Let's have a look at it. දැන් මෙතන කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ වචන ටික guess කරන්න ඕනේ පින්තූරයට අදාළ වෙන. මෙතන තියෙනවා යම්කිසි දෙයක් ටිකක් දිග එකක් මොකක්ද? මෙතන ඊට වඩා කොට එකක් වගේ තියෙනවා මොකක්ද මේ? මෙතන තියෙනවා දෙකක් මේ lines දෙකක්, right? මොකක්ද? And then මෙතන moving staircase එකක් අපි කියන්නේ ඇවිදින පඩිපෙළියක් කියලා ඒ වගේ එකක් තියෙනවා මොකක්ද right moving staircase එකක් මේවා ගොඩක් malls වල දැන් තියෙනවා right. Let's have a look at the first one. The first one is known as a train. The second one is known as a carriage. පළවෙනි එක දුම්රිය. The whole thing. Carriage, dumri petti. Petti එක දෙක තුන කියලා තියන්නේ පෙට්ටිය. Next one. Track, rail, peely. Okay. The next one. Escalator, right? Moving staircase එකක් තියෙන stairs එක නගින්න ඕනේ අපි staircase එකම move වෙනවා. ඒකට කියනවා escalator. Let us have a look at the pronunciation. Train, carriage, track, escalator. Right? The next one also you have to guess. Okay? There is a person here. Who is a person? There is something here. What is it? Here also there is something. What is it? Here also something, you call this area. What is it? Okay? Right. So this one here is a guard. Okay, so they signal for the train to leave the platform. Okay, all of these bags that we have, we call it luggage. Okay, you come across this at the airport with the vocabulary, the same word, luggage. This one is a clock, and you can always see a clock around because they work on time. The trains need to come on time and leave on time, right? So you see a clock around, and people can also see the time and quickly make sure they are staying on the right platform. Okay, so where people stand for the train, okay, is called a platform. දැන් මෙතන ඉන්නේ ගාඩ් කෙනෙක්. එයා තමයි ඔය සිග්නල් එක දෙන්නේ කෝච්චියට පිටත් වෙන්න වෙලාව හරි කෝච්චිය දැන් අද්දනවා කියන එකට සිග්නල් දෙනවා ගාඩ්. මේක අපිට at the airport කියන එකේදීත් ආවා මේ වචනේ. හරිද? luggage කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ ඔරලෝසුව තියෙනවා. මොකද වෙලාව බලන්න ඕනේ. හැමෝටම වෙලාව බලන්නත් ලේසියි. ලොකු ක්ලොක් එකක් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙනවා. platform කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ හිට ගන්න තැන platform එකේ හිටගෙන ඉන්නවා කියලා මිනිස්සු කියනවා. කෝච්චිය එනකම් මිනිස්සු එතන තමයි රැඳෙන්නේ. ආවහම කෝච්චිය නගිනවා. කෝච්චිය හිටපොය බහැලා platform එකට යනවා. Right. The next one. What is this? It is a type of a train, but we don't see it very often now. What is this? Here also you have something, as you can see. What is it? Here, what is it? Let's see what the answers are. First one, steam engine. Okay. These are your tickets to go in the train, right? Just like you take your bus tickets, you have to buy a ticket. Okay, so these are train tickets. Next, you have the signals coming in, right? The train can go, the train must stop. They also have signals just like traffic lights on the road, right? So signals. And how are these signals being manipulated? Through the signal box. Okay, so you have a place where they control all these signals, right? මෙතන තියෙන steam engine එකක් දුම් කෝච්චියක්. මෙතන තියෙන ටිකට් අපිට බස් එකේ යනවා වගේම අපිට කෝච්චිය යනකොටත් අපි ටිකට් එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ, right? So ඒ හින්දා මෙතන තියෙන්නේ කෝච්චි වල යනකොට ගන්න ඕන ටිකට්. හරි? Next one අපිට සංඥා එන්න ඕනේ. කෝච්චිය යනකොට දැන් එතන යන්න පුළුවන්. කෝච්චියව නැත්තම් නවතින්න ඕනේ. මොනවාරි සංඥා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒව තමයි signals කියලා කියන්නේ සංඥා. ඒ සංඥා දෙන පෙට්ටි නැත්නම් සංඥා දෙන තැනට අපි කියනවා signal box එකක් කියලා. Right? Okay. This is a nice word, right? Usually at the train station you have these little shops. What do you call them? And here there is a board where all the information is being displayed. What do you call it? Okay, so this one here we call it a kiosk. Okay, so we call it a kiosk. Means a little shop, right? And there you can buy things, right? You can buy snacks, sometimes a newspaper, right? Little things to eat and drink, and even your newspaper, right? Here, the next one is a timetable, okay? Just like in school, you have the timetable, and this board displays the time that each train is going to come to the platform and leave the platform, right? So let us have a look at the vocabulary, the pronunciation for these words, right? First one, train. T sound, train. Next one, track. Track. This is carriage. Carriage. escalator, escalator. Next one, guard. It's not a guard, okay? Guard. Next one, clock. Okay? Clock. Again, not luggage, okay? It's luggage. Platform. Okay, now I hear a lot of people saying platform, okay? But the p and the f sounds should be clearly distinguished in terms when someone hears it, right? So, p ekai, f ekai, hariyata clearly pronounce karanna one. මොකද ගොඩක් අය නැත්තා platform එකේ ඉන්න platform එකේ ඉන්නවා කියලා, right? So it's not that, it's p. Platform, okay? Platform. Next one, steam engine. Steam engine. Signal. It's not is signal, okay? It's signal. Tickets. Ticket, okay? Ticket. Tickets. Signal box sound, okay? Signal box. This one here is a kiosk. Kiosk. Kiosk is a small shop. Timetable. Timetable. Right. Now, can you guess the pictures? So I'm going to show you some pictures. I hope it's clear, right? And here you need to guess what these pictures are, okay? So some of it might be new as well, right? But try to guess. So here you have people standing, right? So there are a few probable answers that you can write. I'll discuss a few, right? So either you could think in terms of the people, right? So the people traveling, they could be passengers. Or you could think in terms of where they are standing. It could be a platform, okay? Or you could think because they're carrying, most of them are carrying bags, it was for luggage. So it could be either one, that's fine, okay? This one, of course, is quite straightforward. These are tickets. Then this one here is a place where you buy your tickets, and that is a counter. Or some people could even call it information desk. Here, the time of arrival, so this is a timetable. දැන් මේක ගත්තාම තමන්ට එක එක ඒවා හිතන්න පුළුවන් පින්තූරෙන් කමක් නැහැ, right? මම කියන එකම හරි වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ, right? සමහරක් අය හිතන්න පුළුවන් මේ ගොඩක් මිනිස්සු හිටගෙන ඉන්නවා, මිනිස්සුන්ට අපි කියනවා passengers ලා කියලා. තවත් සමහරක් අය හිතන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන බෑග් ගොඩක් ගෙනියනවා, luggage වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? නැත්නම් මේගොල්ලෝ හිටගෙන ඉන්න තැනට අපි කියන්න පුළුවන් platform කියලා, right? මෙතන තියෙන්නේ count එකක්, අපි ටිකට් වලට සල්ලි දීලා ටිකට් එක ගන්නවා, right? නැත්නම් මෙතන information අහනවා වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකට information desk කියලා කියන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? මේක නම් very straightforward tickets. මේක ඇවිල්ලා යන එන වෙලාවල් තියෙන එක, arrivals කියන්නේ එන කෝච්චි තියෙන තැන, ඒ හින්දා එක timetable එක, right? Next, we have a few more things, right? So this one here, you could think different things, right? You could think it's a train, pictures of a train. Here, of course, it's straightforward. I would say this is a platform. Okay. This is, of course, a signboard. Okay. This is a signboard. It's telling us that it's towards Paxton, right? So this one here looks like an ATM machine where you withdraw your money. So it's an automated teller machine, right? ATM where you can take out money, right? Some people could actually think it's a vending machine where you put in money and then you can get your own drink or the chocolate or little snack from the machine. Here also you have vending machines, right? But you could think of either way, that's fine. Okay? So here, අපිට තියෙනවා කෝච්චියක්, platform එක මිනිස්සු හිටගෙන ඉන්න තැන, signboard එකක්, right? මෙතන ATM එකක් තියෙන්නේ සල්ලි දාලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කාඩ් එක දැම්මම සල්ලි එනවා, right? නැත්තම් සමහරක් අයට කියන්න පුළුවන් vending machine එකක් කියලා සල්ලි දාලා ඒකේ එතකොට අදාළ කෑම බීම තෝරගෙන ගන්නත් පුළුවන් එහෙම එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා සමහරක් අය හිතන්න පුළුවන්. The answer is fine, okay? Right. Guess the words. So here we have a description and we must guess the words. Blank is an area alongside a railway track providing convenient access to trains. Okay, so what is it? It's along the railway track, okay, and it gives us access to the trains. So what is that? දැන් මෙතන railway track එක අයිනේ තමයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. මේක ඇවිල්ලා train එකට නගින්න බහින්න උදව් වෙන එකක්. මොකද්ද ඒ? What is it? Platform. Okay. So it is a platform. Right. So let us move on. Guess the words. Is an area alongside a railway track providing convenient access to trains. Now, you should write the appropriate word in the gaps, right? දැන් මෙතන අපිට මේ ගැළපෙන වචනේ තමයි තෝරලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. So there is something that is along the railway track, right? It helps people to do what? It helps people to access the trains. දැන් rail පීල අයිනේ තියෙන එකක් තමයි මේක. මිනිස්සුන්ට කෝච්චියෙන් නගින්න බහින්න උදව් වෙනවා. So what is this? It is the platform. So platform is an area alongside the railway track. Right. So something is issued and when you have that, you can travel. What is it? A ticket. Okay, so a ticket is issued by a railway operator and that enables you to travel. අපිට ticket එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ travel කරන්න කෝච්චියේ. A building beside a railway track from which signals and other equipment are controlled. Right? ඉතින් railway track එක අයිනේ තියෙනවා පෙට්ටියක්, right? ඒකෙන් තමයි අපේ signals එහෙම control කරන්නේ. What? Signal box. Okay? So you can write down signal box is a building beside a railway track which signals other equipment which are being controlled. A blank set of two parallel rows and it is made out of steel. What is it? Right? මෙහෙම සමාන්තරව යන පේලි දෙකක් ස්ටීල් වලින් යකඩ වලින් හදලා තියෙන්නේ ට්‍රේන් එක මිනිස්සුන්ව ට්‍රාන්ස්පෝර්ට් කරන්න ඉතාමත්ම අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. What is it? You learned this word before. What is the word? In the first slide, track. Okay, so let us have a look at the word. Track is a set of two parallel rows, right? So here we have guessed 4 words. Now with that we come to the end of the lesson which was all about at the railway station. So let us have a look at a recap of what we have done, right? So first, we had a look at the question tag, have you ever traveled by trains? You can say yes, I have, or we said if you haven't traveled by train to say no, I haven't. And then we had a look at a guessing activity. So we had a look at some of the places, right? We had the train, the carriage, the escalator, the track. We also had a look at some of the other vocab, guard, luggage, platform, clock, right? And then we had more vocab, which was about the steam engine and then the tickets. We also had a look at the signal and the signal box. A new word, kiosk and timetable, also came along. Then, of course, we had a guessing activity again. You were supposed to guess the words again, right? And then finally, we had a look at 4 question tags as a gap fill, right? So, ඒක තමයි අද at the station. මොන station එකද? Railway station එක. ඒක හා සම්බන්ධ වෙන වචන කිහිපයක් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. එතකොට දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ vocab එක වැඩි කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේ මාතෘකාව ගැන තව හොයලා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකෙන් තව වචන අරගෙන තමන්ගේ ඒ topic එකට අදාළව වචන range එක වැඩි කරගන්න. So with that, we come to the end of the lesson at the railway station.